Hey, guys, happy Wednesday. And again, I have to say this all day. Today is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills new episode day. It's one of my favorite days of the week. However, we're not back to talk about the episode as of yet, but we are back to talk about a former Real Housewives of New Jersey star is chiming in on Erika Girardi and Tom Girardi's alleged embezzlement. Now, we have all of these details. We're going to jump right into it. But before we do, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. Because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Dina Manzo, if you don't remember her, she was related, is related to Caroline Manzo, and now she's throwing her opinion into the ring. She had the naked cats, which I always appreciated because so did I. I love Dina Manzo on the show. I wish she was still there. And she did always have an opinion. So now she's throwing that in when it comes to Erika Girardi. She's weighing in on all of the alleged embezzlement claims. I'm surprised, but then kind of I'm not really. Anyways, let's get back to it. On Instagram, Dina is reacting to the Page 6 video of Tom Girardi being pressed by paparazzi asking him, Tom, do you think Erika had any knowledge of what was going on? Obviously, he said, I think she did. And when he did, well, I think she does. It made everyone question, okay, what does she know? Now, mind you, Ronald Richards did go on Twitter and he let us know it doesn't matter. He can say whatever he wants. This is not big news because at the end of the day, he's still under a full-time conservatorship. He's not going to be held responsible for any of his words because right now they're claiming that he has Alzheimer's and dementia. So that's what the medical professionals are saying. If that is in fact true, I mean, I'm not a medical professional, but that's where we're at this point. And he can pretty much say whatever he wants and it's not going to be held against him. It's kind of strange, but that's how it works. Now, according to Dina, she could tell from that video that Tom has dementia, but she also is making it known that that doesn't excuse his crimes. Dina said, not excusing what he has done at all, but this man clearly has dementia. Unfortunately, I know that blank, distant look in his eyes. In the beginning stages, you can still seem normal, as in how you always were at times. She did add to that she feels like Erika and Tom should pay back every single dime to the victims, but she also is noting, I can see that Tom is unwell. Actually, her words were, and yes, I think they should sell every last thing to pay those poor people back. Not that anyone is asking my opinion. I just didn't want my last post to make it look like I think they should be getting off the hook. I was just triggered by that look in his eyes. Sounds like this might hit a little close to home. Not the alleged embezzlement claims, but the Alzheimer's and dementia. Now, we all know that Erika is currently being sued for about $25 million as she and Tom are accused of alleged embezzlement. And she just recently asked for more time, about 2 weeks her defense did, for 2 more weeks to prepare to go up against this federal lawsuit. This is a big deal. And we're curious as to how this is going to play out for her. But we also just heard more news. Apparently, Erika and Andy were going at it at the reunion, and it was pretty heavy. It was hot and heavy, and Andy was pissing Erika off. He was not letting up, but at the end of the day, he has a job to do. I saw some fans who were questioning and saying on Twitter, Andy needs to lay off, leave Erika alone. But no, that is the whole story for this season. That is the whole storyline. Why would Andy Cohen back off at all? I don't agree with that. I think that there were a lot of questions that we all wanted answered. And with that, she needs to answer them, especially if you're going to be on contract, in a contract, and get the pay. If this all comes out, Bravo has made it very clear, we do not protect the talent. So I don't think Erika should be exempt from that. And that wasn't the only thing that happened. Apparently, Garcelle got emotional as well, and she came hard for Lisa Rinna. Lisa made a comment about race, and it set Garcelle off, and they got into it. It was a continuation of Garcelle's feelings after last night's episode, which this is what they're saying in the interview, but that was obviously last week's episode. It's something she's quite passionate about. Lisa seems to really love Garcelle. This is what a source said, but I don't know what show they're watching. I don't know what they're talking about, but they're saying Lisa seems to really love Garcelle, and both ladies are sad that they're not friends. Well, not the friends that they once were. But the reunion sure did not help. It's one of the best reunions to date. Again, I'm going to reference the video I just did for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We've heard this. We've heard, oh, it's going to be an amazing season. This is going to be a killer episode. This reunion is going to be the best. That's for us to decide. I was so excited for a 4-part reunion, but then when I did our Hot Messy Topics live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, but when I did the live, I was asking a few of our co-hosts, and I said, you know, are you excited about the 4-part reunion? Some of them said yes, and then others made it known, well, I think this is kind of a publicity stunt to make it look like, oh, okay, there's so much on the table, but what do we really have or need 4 parts to talk about? Because most of this was off of the back of the Girardi scandal. Is it going to be Crystal Kung Minkoff renovating her basement? No. Dorit Kemsley launching her wedding line? No. Is it going to be Garcelle dating? Probably not. And Lisa Rinna talking about Amelia's relationship, former relationship with Scott Disick? No. So aside from that, what do we really have to go off of? Well, it would be the Girardi scandal. That's just it. If you guys don't like it, I apologize, but that's exactly what we have to go off of. My question for you, though, is how do you feel about Dina Manzo chiming in on this topic? And do you agree with her? I personally have to say, I agree with her. It looks like Tom is out of it in the video and in the photos. He looks a little bit blank in the face, and that's not a diss. It's just, he looks like he's not that well. And mind you, I also agree with Dina by saying, even though he's not that well, they should do everything that they can to pay back the victims. The victims are the most important here. And I know we're all super hyper focused on Erika Girardi because, well, she's the cast member on the show. So that's who we're really watching more than anyone. But at the end of the day, I just hate that that takes away from the main issue here. And that would be making sure the victims get their money back. This conversation needs to continue to be had until there's some sort of resolution. And I hope you guys agree with that. But if you don't, I welcome your opinions, and that's why I'm asking you to comment below. Also, don't forget, guys, last night, it was the Vanderpump Rules Season 9 premiere, so we will be covering that with Jason on his channel, Down with Jason, today at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have a very shocking surprise video, either today or tomorrow. It depends. It's based off of certain... It depends. Let's just say that. And don't forget, tonight we will be going live again for another Hot Messy Topics at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're in for one hell of a show. I can't wait to talk about everything. You guys really give it to us. I'm enjoying the lives again. So with that, go ahead, comment below. Give me your opinions. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. Because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.